Hey, hey, hey. Good morning, everyone. I know it's early morning on the East Coast. I think it's going on 4 o'clock. And then here where I'm at, it's almost 11. So it's still morning in both areas. But today I'm really excited. One, it's my first time using or going live, not using my phone. I'm using StreamYard. So this is a first, but I'm really excited just to jump back on. So I had a video in the queue and I'm not able to upload it because the hotel Wi-Fi just is not kicking it. But I'm getting ready to fly again this week, so I did want to discuss what that video was about. And honestly, it's something that I kind of can relate to right now. Distractions, just trying to eliminate distractions. We're never going to eliminate them, reduce them, how to work with them, work around them, work through them. But yeah, that's one thing that I really want to talk about is reducing distractions. So hopefully we get some people in. Like I said, I know that it's really early, but we'll give it a minute or two. I really hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a great Easter, given the fact that I was away from my family. Like I said in my last life, I can't complain about my Easter. We're in a beautiful spot in Europe. Like right now, I'm looking out my window and I see nothing but turquoise waters. I wonder if I can like share pictures. I don't know, but I'll show you on my phone. It's really gorgeous. And honestly, it's hard not to get distracted if I'm being honest. But if you should see this, okay, sorry, that was my drink. There it is. So that's my view from my room. That's what I'm looking at as I look up and out the window. So again, I can't complain about that. But yeah, I am traveling again in a couple of days. So I really wanted to get this because where I'm going, I don't even know what connectivity is going to look like. And yeah, so we'll see how that goes, right? But I hope everyone did have a great Easter. I was talking to my husband. I guess it's getting cold again. Like it's about to be. Well, no, it's mid-April. It's not about to be May, but I'm really surprised at. Hmm, I'm really surprised that it's still a little chilly this late in the year. But yeah, that's where we're at. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So I do have some notes. So if you see me looking at my phone, I do have some notes, but we're just going to be talking about like eliminating distractions. And I've told you guys before, I'm easily distracted. Like there's this one vlog I did where I taking the dog out and I ended up looking for Uggs and then I ended up doing something. It happens to the best of us. And even we may not be able to eliminate all of our distractions, we can reduce them, I think. So this is a conversation. So if you guys have any comments or anything, just jump in or whatnot. But there are several steps to eliminating distractions. Like first, I think it's important that we acknowledge the distractions and know that they're happening. Like me, I can acknowledge my distractions. I'm just going to see what's going on Facebook really quick, or I'm going to watch this one reel about this or that, or this one video. 35, an hour later, here I am, still not doing what I'm supposed to do. So the distractions are real, right? I don't know why I'm whispering. I think it's because I like I don't want to disturb the people who are in the hotel with me either. It's not like I'm a super loud person, but I just it's very relaxing here. That's all I'm saying. But back to the fact that distractions happen to the best of us. And you know what? Distractions happen at home, they happen at work, when you're out with friends, just life in general. Like there's going to be some form of distraction. Some distractions, I would say most distractions are unintentional actually, but sometimes we just can't help them, i.e., like life events that you weren't expecting or whatnot. Then I guess it's not really a distraction. I don't know, but anywho, those type of things. But just our everyday, day to day life. Like let's just say work. If you work from home or you work in the office, or even if like you stay at home or anything, the first thing you can do to help with like your distractions, in my opinion, is just make a distraction-free environment. What I mean by that is like reduce clutter or put the things you know you need near you, and then the things you know you like that will distract you. This little thing right here, or the TV or something, just eliminate that from your space. And let me tell you, I'm not a person who can listen to like music or like the TV while I'm working or trying to get something done. That's one multitasking skill I do not have. I don't know, it's something about the sound and like just the background noise. It does not work well with me. I can do like very soft lo-fi type music, but if it's at like normal range for anyone, I can't do it. And my husband and my daughter have a TV on, like they have all type of distractions, all type of noise. I'm like, how do y'all do that? Like I can't do it. I need to focus. So I think that's one way to like combat the environment and be distracted. Um, do homework to say I'm getting ready for the novel. I for be be pretty or something like environment like and like they will have to think. You tell me that you know does your affect how you think right any not because that not just another I don't want to get too seeing something many distractions or whatnot. It's always something some can it's gonna it's not house meetings or just so and so needs to talk to you right here and now and you can't be like no. But if you can eliminate those distractions or like set boundaries or a schedule for yourself. So I can tell you for the first hour I'm at work, I'm checking emails and I'm responding emails. That is a big thing to like go ahead and make sure you are responding because if not, later on in the day, you may not even remember the context or what you needed to say at that time. But setting those boundaries and then with those boundaries are your priorities. And I think like if you have your top three or your top five of things you have to do for the day, that's your less than your right limit or whatnot. And if you that will help you focus on what you have to get done and just being willing to say no, I'm not going to do that because I have this to do or like and that applies at work and outside of work. And I say that because sometimes you may not have any plans for the weekend, your day off, or whatever the case may be. And if someone randomly asks you to do something and you don't really want to do it, but you say yes anyway. So now you're taking from what you want to do to go and do something for someone that, or do something for someone, and you didn't want to do it, or you change your plans based off someone else's input. I'm I have working a little while too, and we're communicating about that. So that's what else I'm looking down for. But I think it's important that we set boundaries and we set priorities throughout our day when it comes to like distractions or what distractions. And again, this is at work, this is at home, this is with people in our life. It's all around. It doesn't just have to be with one thing or the other, because again, distractions come in all forms from all directions, and they're just not limited to one aspect of our life, right? So create the workspace or an environment that's like distraction free or reduces your distractions. And then you want to think about what are your boundaries and priorities, right? And then just, I don't want to say tune people out. You're not tuning people out, but like practice mindfulness or just like be aware and then know what you have to do. It's like being in touch and being one with yourself, for lack of like better terminology. Yeah, this mindfulness and awareness and understand that there are going to be distractions, but you don't have to let those distractions derail your day. Like the past 2 weeks since I've been traveling for work, I can tell you we get into work and we have our priorities for the day. And by 2, 3 hours into work, those priorities have completely changed because one person will say one thing and then we just run with it. But knowing where you're at and what you have to do, so just having that mindfulness and awareness will help eliminate those distractions. So as people start rowing this way, I'm still rowing the direction I need to row because I know why I'm here and what I have to do to get done. Because I kid you not, we have our priorities, people start rowing in the other direction, and by the next day, we are back in the original priorities. So just again, being cognizant and being aware of what you have to do so you don't let those distractions get to you. I'm not saying block people out or tune them out. Do what you're supposed to do what you're told to do, but just be mindful of what's really going on and understanding what you need to do or what you have to do. You know? Let me get some water. I'm sorry. I feel like no one's awake because no one's not on. Normally I get a couple people, but as we're sitting here talking about distractions, I also want to distract you and let you guys know that I make lifestyle content, positive lifestyle content actually. And in that, I talk about things like being a working mom, uh, being a wife, um, home organization, recipes, like health. I'm turning 40 this year, so that's really big. But I talk about a whole slew of things, and I would really appreciate it if you took the time to go watch some of my other videos and subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when I post, and yeah, become a part of my family. It's really fun over here. Like seriously, you might pick up a thing or two, or I might pick up a thing or two from you. So I would invite you to become part of the family and we continue to talk about this type of stuff. And one thing that I talk about a lot on my channel is goal setting and setting smart goals. And that is one of the ways you can reduce your distractions also. So I've said it in several videos, especially a lot of my like debt payoff videos or how to save. When you're setting a goal, it needs to be a smart goal. So you want something that is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time based. I'll say that again: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time based. And that's important because I think that falls back into like setting boundaries. So you have a goal and you give it this time frame with everything in between. So you know what you're trying to do. And if anything that falls within that or falls outside of that realm, it doesn't fall within that realm, those are your boundaries. So stay focused on what you have to do and like know why you are trying to do it. I think that's very important. Sometimes we set goals like, I'm going to lose 40 pounds. Okay, that's great. That's what's make you want to lose 40 pounds. But how are you going to keep track of that? Is that attainable? You want to lose 40 pounds in 2 weeks? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But so it may not be attainable. So give yourself something that's a little more attainable. I want to lose 40 pounds, let's say in 8 months. That's like 4 pounds a month. I want to lose, and it's realistic also. And then I'll go ahead and give it a time. So I want to lose 40 pounds in 8 months. And that's a smart goal. So maybe anything that falls outside of that is not something that you want to continue to do. So again, smart goals, smart, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time based. I think that's very important, and that's something that we need to be thinking about when it comes to setting our goals. And like I said, I've talked about setting goals so many other times before on my channel because it's really important to me. Like, what are your goals? And people ask, what are your goals in life? But no one really talks about how to achieve or accomplish those goals. And I think that's like vision boards are great. I make vision boards. I lay out what I want, think about it, pray about it. But a vision board, a goal without any action is just that. It's a goal or it's a dream or it's just something that's nice to look at. You got to like actually put in the work. So that will help now you have your thing in mind. Hope like yourself determined. We have this mindfulness on boundaries and this on like to be working probably the next hour or so, which is fine. It's not like it's keeping me from anything. So this live will be done before then. Let me know below how this live is actually going. So again, this is my first time like live or live streaming using StreamYard, which is like a streaming service. And I'm also using my vlogging camera, so my Sony ZV-1. And I hope it's okay. And I hope you guys can hear me all right because I'm using my AirPod as my microphone because I figure it's just closer and the audio would be better. But I'm about to get distracted because I was about to start talking all the specs of the camera, which it traditionally does have a good microphone, but with this being my first live stream this way, I just want to make sure that it's okay. So please let me know what you guys think about that below, okay? Also, let me know how you deal with any distractions. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about for reducing distractions is practice self-care. And I've talked about this before too. So self-care and goals like go hand in hand for me. But practice self-care or just give yourself a break. There's no reason, and it could just be me. You guys know, and I've talked about this before. I am 2 years out, 2.5 years. I'm rounding down, 2 years out from retirement. And over the years, I've done a lot of things that if you ask me now, I would not even think about doing. Uh, go to work before PT, physical training, do physical training, go do one more workout section, go back to work all day, leave work, go pick up my daughter, and go back to work. Just things like that. I say all of that to say it's important to take time for yourself and recharge because you can't pour from an empty cup. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone rests at some point. And if you're one of those people that can survive on minimal sleep, then kudos to you. But I guarantee you, if you can survive on 2 to 3 hours of sleep, you need your 2 or 3 hours. You have to find a way to recharge, whether it's reading a book, relaxing on a beach, hanging out with friends, sleeping in. Like you have to practice self-care and make that a priority because if not, I'm telling you, you will burn yourself out. Been there, done that, and I'm not trying it again, right? So I'm really big on self-care. And I know sometimes like social media has made self-care look like, what have we made it look like? Like spa, like trips to the spa or spa days and manicures and pedicures. Okay, that's the outward part of self-care, but there's also a mental part of self-care where you have to recharge. And there's like the internal physical wellness of self-care, your body, your health, right? So it's your mental health, your overall health, and like your physical well-being. However you practice self-care and however you recharge, that will help you. Because sometimes when you're not recharged or you're spread too thin, the distractions are just going to keep coming. And then things like just going to bed at a reasonable hour becomes a distraction or waking up too early. So practice self-care and recharge. And I think that's very important. Again, like I said, and I will always say it, we're not pouring from an empty cup. Like it's not happening. I don't know about you, but no, and it's not fair to you. It is not fair to those who rely on you, whether it's work, family, friends. So I think we owe it to ourselves and to each other to put our best selves forward or whatnot. And that's by coming as the best version of yourself. And it's funny, I have a little story, sorry. I was just talking to someone a couple weeks ago, say probably a week ago, not even a couple. But we were just talking at breakfast, and he was talking about how he's going to retire, it's time or whatnot, because he's just over like the facade, having to not be himself. And it's not like he's a bad person or anything. And I was like, and I said it, and he was like, I was spot on. It's not that we put on a facade, it's that sometimes people bring out who are not the best version of ourselves. And I think we all want to put our best version forward, but sometimes a person, a thing, a situation can make it so that we respond when we're not with our best self. So again, and I think this came maybe after 4 or 5 days straight of like almost 20-hour days. We weren't getting lunch, we were barely getting dinner or whatnot. But again, you have to rest and recharge. You have to do something or whatnot. Me, I'm okay with just sitting on the back porch or sitting by the water or something, reading a book. It's not like doesn't have to be any huge gesture, is what I'm saying. Like sometimes going to the spa or something is more of an inconvenience because I have to actually get there or like arrange childcare if my husband is working or if he's busy, or it sometimes becomes more of a hassle than what it needs to be. So engage in things that are like relaxing for you and help you recharge so that we can put our best self forward, in my opinion. And if I'm wrong, let someone tell me I'm wrong or let me know how you recharge. Like, I know someone who likes to recharge playing video games. And she said that it takes her out of the moment and it just puts her somewhere else and she enjoys it. And I'm just like, kudos to each his own. Let's see what this message says. Work never ends, people. It's okay. Things are getting busy, busy, busy. Also, you want to know some of my distractions? One, that, that I'm dealing with right now, I should say. I need to repack my stuff so that it fits nicely. I need to fold laundry, which is part of repacking my stuff. And really, that's it. So it's not that bad. I kind of don't have any distractions right now because I'm just going to work. But um, yeah, I do want to talk to you guys about my breakfast and things I've been doing, but that's not what the video is about. But it's okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up though because I do need to like fold my laundry and repack all my stuff so that it fits very neatly and it's easier for me to move. But 1 second. The parchness is real, okay? The parchness, parched. I'm just gonna say parchness. Yeah, I know I make up words all the time. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that so I can at least have a few minutes before I actually leave. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, this is my first live stream using um, StreamYard and my camera, my vlogging camera, and this as my microphone. But I'm just playing. But no, let me know below. And then again, I invite you to like this and then subscribe to my channel also. You're having a great time. I know things are going to be a little shaky as I figure out what's going on and like the duration I'm not going to be in my home or whatnot, how long I'm traveling for work. But we will get there. Just bear with me. And I hope you guys have a great, happy, and blessed Sunday. And I will talk to you next week. All right.